Good morning, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You're just letting people in. Where are the rest? How many were you in the first session?
We are supposed to be 17.
In the first session, you were 17?
Our number is 17.
I
But
know.
with you, it's 18.
Yeah, I know.
No,
In the
miss,
first,
there was no any session before us.
There was no first session.
there was no
Yeah,
first
it was
session?
canceled.
Seriously? You did not have first session?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ICT was the ICT. We didn't take it. It is recorded.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, let's start.
As they are tested.
Okay, I'm going to take the attendance first, and then we're going to continue answering the worksheets in your resource pack. So please grab your resource pack if you don't have it right now. Okay, so today is 25th. Adam Wael. Adam is not here, right? Okay. Alia Gamal. She's not here too. Ayman is here. Bilal. Bilal, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Dana. I don't think.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Habiba. No, Habiba is not here. Jaida.
Yes.
Okay. Layan.
Yes, miss.
All right, dear. Malik. Malik is not here. Mu'mina. No. Muhammad Ahmad. No. Muhammad.
Yes, miss.
All right. Nadim.
Yes, ma'am.
Omar. Saif.
Yes, miss.
Suhaila.
Yes, miss.
And Tayyim. Tayyim.
Yes, miss.
All right. So we are going to now start doing the worksheets in your resource pack. So let's start together. What page did we stop at last session?
Miss,
Yes.
I didn't find the place that we submit in it the homework.
Did you guys have a homework?
Yeah.
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 You had a homework?
Yeah.
Yeah, page 13 and 14.
Yeah. Miss, I did it, but I didn't find the place.
I did not write it on Moodle. I did not write it on Moodle, so...
But you said it.
Yeah, I know, I said it, dear. I did not write it on Moodle, so you did not have to do it. But thank you so much, Suhaila. We're going to solve it together now, okay?
Miss, all of us did it.
Okay, excellent. So you did what, 12 and 13 or 13 and 14?
13 and 14.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, but I just want you to check on Moodle whenever I write on Moodle, because sometimes when I give something to a year 4A, I just want you both to be working in the same manner. So I don't want you someone to get confused with the others homework. So it's fine. We're going to do 13 and 14 together. And whenever I give you a homework, I'm going to write it on Moodle. Okay, so Hayla?
Okay.
All right. So I first want you to open page 12. Okay, this is where we stopped the last time. And I told you that I did this activity in the video that I was showing you in one of the sessions. I'm going to play it right now so that we can solve page 12 together. Do you remember the video that I did the activities in? The one with friction and the upthrust force and water resistance and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah, so there was an activity that I did, which you were supposed to answer in page 12. So we're going to do this first together, and then we're going to continue with the rest of the pages. All right, just let me get the video. Okay. You will find this video if you are not talking, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you will find this video in the week that was just before the spring break. So that will be week week 13 trimester 2. Week 13 trimester 2. So you will open a week 13 trimester 2, and in the video lectures, you will find a video that its name is force activity. I will show it to you right now. Adam, did you join us? Adam?
Yes.
Okay. So here you go. This is the video that I'm talking about. It's called force activity. We're going to play it together right now. I'm just going to play where the part that I did the activity in. Okay, let's see it.
Hello, year 4. How are you guys? At the beginning, I just want to thank you
Okay,
so
I'm
much
just
for
going to go through this whole thing, and I'm going to go to the right to the activity. Here we go. Okay.
activity in page 12 that I'm going to upload it for
Can you hear the video?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
you in the other video. And I tried to make the activity. I'm going to try move this car, this little truck on a metal surface, and then I'm going to measure the distance that the car moved. And after measuring it, I found out that it moved for, let's see together, I think about 13 centimeters. So I'm
Okay, guys. So in the first in page 12, the first thing that I tried was the metal surface, right? I want you to write next to the car 13 centimeters. Okay. So let me show you where exactly are you going to write it. I want you to write here 13 centimeters. Okay. We're going to do it together. I'm going to write it too. Okay. Right here. 13 centimeters. Okay. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Yes.
going to record that on metal, it moved for 13 centimeters. Now I'm going to try it on a different surface. This time I'm going to try it on the carpet, and I'm going to mark the starting point using a pen so that I can know where the truck started from. And I'm going to push it as much as possible with the same force that I did on the metal surface. And then I'm going to measure the distance that the car moved. It was about 9 centimeters. So I'm going to record that the distance the car moved on the carpet surface was 9 centimeters.
Okay, guys, did you write it?
Yes.
So it's going,
Yeah.
okay. Let's write it. I will write it too. 9 centimeters. Okay. Let's continue.
Now I'm going to try the third surface, which is the tile. And again, I'm going to use my pen as a starting point for the car. And I'm going to push it. And then I'm going to try measuring the distance between the car and the starting point. And it's going to be about 17 centimeters. So I'm going to record that it was about 17 centimeters.
Okay, so next to the tile, and pay attention, please, that don't put it next to the wood surface. I want you to write it next to the tile, okay? Pay attention to this so that you won't get confused. So we're going to write here 17 centimeters. Okay, did you write it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So the last one is the wood. Let's see the wood.
Now the last surface is the wood surface, and I found at my house a wooden box I'm going to use. So I'm going to start from the edge of the wooden box. I'm going to push it, and then I'm going to measure the distance that the car moved. And actually it was about 9.5, but I didn't notice because the car moved a little bit backwards. So I'm going to record it this way. It's about 9.5, but I'm going to.
Okay, so what are we going to write? What are we going to write? The distance that the car moved on the wooden surface is?
9.5.
Yes, 9.5 centimeters. I noticed that Omar entered and Malik. Are you there, guys? Omar? Omar, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. And Malik? Malik?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So after writing
Miss?
those, yes. Yes.
Miss, what something good? I just joined. I don't know the question.
This is page 12. This is page 12 in your resource pack, and we were watching the video that I did some of the force activities in. It's uploaded in week 13, trimester 2 in your Classera. And after finishing the session, you can rewatch again and see what did we do. Okay? So now what I want you guys to do after writing the distances that the car moved on different surfaces, I want you to arrange them from the first to the fourth according to which car went or will go the furthest. So the car that moved the longest distance is going to take first, is going to be the first. And who is Khalid Anwar, guys? Do you know? Is
محمد الحلو.
okay. And then the one that moved a little less this distance will be the second, and so on until we put all the 4 places. Who would like to answer this? Raise your hand if you would like to answer this question. Okay, come on, Suhaila. Suhaila.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The first one, 7. The tiles.
So, yes, so the tile is going to be the first, correct? Thank you, Suhaila. Hey, continue. And then what will be the second?
The second,
Yes.
metal, 13 centimeters.
Yes, metal. Second, okay. Hey, what's the third?
Wood,
Yes, excellent. So this is going to be the third. Yes.
then carpet.
Then carpet. Thank you so much, Suhaila. Excellent. Okay. Someone was calling me. Who was calling me?
No, miss, I thought that you were calling me, so I unmuted.
Who are you?
Adam.
Okay. Muhammad Ahmed, did you join? Muhammad Ahmed, you're there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, did you finish? Should I wipe and go to page 13? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to page 13 now. All right. So in page 13, we are going to do the same thing. Okay? Look at the cars and road surfaces below. So what surfaces do we have? We have tarmac. This is the one that they put in the streets that we drive on. This kind or this material is the material that they put on the streets so that we can move easily on the streets. The second material is the grass. The third one is the ice, and the fourth one is the sandpaper. Now they want us to put the different surfaces in order, starting with the surface with the most friction. Now, before we start answering this, I want to ask you a question, guys. What is the meaning of the surface with the most friction? Does it mean the one that the car will move easily on, or the one that the car will find it hard to move on, the most friction?
The car will find it hard.
Exactly. So it's going to move a very short distance. If it has the most friction, this means that the car is not moving easily on this surface. So it's going to move for a short distance. Okay. So this is what I want you to do. Number 1 will be the surface with the most friction, which means that you're looking at the distance, the shortest distance that the car moved. And number 4 which will be the one with the least friction, which means we're looking for the distance that the car moved the most. Okay, so now we're going to let Ayman do it. Come on, Ayman. I want you to put them in order. I want you to put them in order. From number 1 will be the surface with the most friction. What surface is the surface with the most friction?
Grass, then tarmac.
Okay, grass, because grass only, the car only moved for 22 centimeters. And then tarmac, because the car traveled for 27 centimeters. Yes, and then?
And then the sandpaper.
The sandpaper, because the car moved for 28 centimeters. And the
And
last
then the
one,
ice.
the ice, because this is the surface that the car moved the longest distance in. So this means that it has the
So
least
slippery.
friction. Yes, thank you, Aim. So let us write it. Number 1 will be the grass. Number 2 is the tarmac. Number 3 is the sandpaper. And the last one is the ice. Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Let's wipe this and go to the next page, page 14. Okay, who would like to read the background knowledge first? Where are the rest of the people? Only 2 people are raising their hands. Okay, yes, safe. Start by reading the background knowledge, please.
Friction is a force that slows things down. When
Yes.
two surfaces come in contact with one another, there is a friction force.
Mhm.
The amount of friction depends on a number of factors. Rougher surface create more friction than smooth surface.
Okay.
It is a lot easier to ride a bike on a newly paved road than on a dirt trail. The weight of the amount pushing on the surface causes friction.
Hmm.
The amount of the surface in contact with another surface also affects the amount of friction. For example, wheels reduce the amount of surface contact.
Thank you, Safe. Okay, let's read it again together. Background knowledge, thank you, Safe. Friction is a force that slows things down. We know this information. It makes any object stop moving. When 2 surfaces come in contact with one another, there is a frictional force. The amount of friction depends on a number of factors. One of the factors is the rough surface, whether the surface is rough or smooth. So the rougher the surface, it creates more friction than smooth surfaces. It's a lot easier to ride a bike on a newly paved road. And do you know what's the meaning of newly paved road? Do you know what's the meaning of a newly paved road? Okay, so it's much easier to ride a bike on a newly paved road than on a dirt trail. The weight of an object pushing on the surface causes friction. The amount of surface in contact with another surface also affects the amount of friction. For example, wheels reduce the amount of surface contact. The last statement means that if you have 2 surfaces that are large, like for example, I will ask you a question. If we got 2 books, 2 resource packs, the ones the size of your resource pack, 2 resource packs, and I try to rub them against each other, is it going to be easier? Or if I brought like 2 small wheels and I start to rub them against each other? Come on, guys, think about it. If you have 2 large surfaces that are rubbing against each other, will it be easier for them to rub against each other, or for 2 small wheels rubbing against each other? Yes, Dana, do you understand the question, dear? Huh? You don't understand? If you have large surfaces and you're trying to rub those large surfaces against each other, Is it easier to rub again? Is it going to, are they going to like slide over each other easily, or if I use two small wheels?
I use two small wheels.
Yes, exactly. This is because the wheels have a smaller surface. A surface means the how much are rubbing against each other. The wheels will be like having very small surfaces rubbing against each other. So if we had a question about this one, you will understand it more. So what do we have here? Then I want you to continue, please. Now, this is a girl called Gail, and Gail covered a ramp with different materials and measured how far a wooden block slid on each surface before coming to a halt. Here are her results. So let me draw for you what did she do. Okay, so what did she do is that she brought a ramp, and a ramp could be like a piece of wood or a piece of plastic or any piece of any material. It's like, it looks like a board that we put it like in this tilted angle. Okay, and then she started to cover this ramp with different materials. Okay, what are those materials? Sandpaper, glass, wood, plastic, and cardboard. She covered this ramp with different materials. And then she brought a wooden block, and she pushes the wooden block and see how fast or how long is the distance that the wooden block will slide on the ramp. Do you understand, Dana?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to answer the questions. Number one, which is the smoothest surface and which is the roughest surface? Yeah. Look at the distances. Look at the distances and tell me which one is the smoothest surface.
The glass is the smoothest.
Yes, the glass is the smoothest surface because the block slid for a long distance, for 500 centimeters on it. What about the roughest surface?
The roughest surface is the sandpaper.
Is the sandpaper. Excellent, because this is the shortest distance, which is 50 centimeters. Thank you so much, Dana. I'm going to write the answer and then you can do number two, although I already answered it, but I will let you answer it again.
You said what? Which page is this?
This is page 14. Yes, it's page 14. The smoothest surface is
Which page?
a glass, and the roughest surface is the sandpaper. Okay, now the next question says, explain, I just want to show you the next question. Explain how you worked out the answers to the question above. Dana, where did you go? Are you there?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so explain, how did you find out those answers?
Because the glass slid down more. Because the glass slid down 500 centimeters, which is the most.
The largest distance, yes.
The largest distance.
Yes. And what about the sandpaper? Continue your answer.
The sandpaper was
the block slid on it for only what?
50 centimeters.
50 centimeters, exactly. So this is what we're going to write. We're going to write that because the block, what?
I'm saying which book.
Okay, because the block slid for 500 centimeters on the glass and for only 50 centimeters on the sandpaper. All right, this is the answer. Okay, guys, so I guess we have 2 minutes left and then we're going to take the snack time. So I'm not quite sure if we can actually do page 15. We can finish it in 2 minutes. Did you finish this? Should I wipe it?
I'm sorry, not copying.
You're not copying, you wrote already the answer?
Yes.
Miss, I
Okay.
already did it.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Miss,
Yes.
can you not erase?
I just did. Okay. Is there something that you didn't answer?
Yeah,
Which one?
the first and the second.
Both of them? Who are you?
She is Mu'mina.
Who?
Mu'min.
Mu'mina. Okay, Mu'mina, after the snack time, I'm going to write it again, okay? It's 9:20 already. So I'm going to end the session and after 10 minutes, you will join again, okay, guys? I'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye.
Okay.